Kiko que, Kiko que, Kiko que, Kiko Kiko, Kiko Kiko que, Kiko que, Kiko. Just kidding, it's me. Oh, 1-to-1, perfect. KK slider impression. Coming at you live on It's Tuesday, my dudes. The Tuesday, October 15th, 2019 edition. I said the word wrong, and then I just decided to lean into it. What are we going to do today? Well, first off, I'm sorry I'm late. I was running errands all day. I was in the Ford Focus zipping around Vancouver from like 11:15 a.m. until like 1:55. So we were a little busy doing some important stuff. It zips. It zips, okay? Look, the car's got some problems, but it's pretty zippy. How's the gas mileage? I would describe the gas mileage as better than average. I've never had a problem with our car's gas mileage. The transmission is absolutely awful, and the company's treatment of its customers is just abhorrent. I would never support their products ever again as long as I live on God's green earth. But the gas mileage is totally fine. Maybe it's just to you guys. Well, that's going to come as a shock to the millions of people involved in the class action lawsuit. Somebody should really let them know before they commit. Either way. I'm thinking today, so I'll tell you straight up, it definitely seems like we're doing PUBG. PUBG will be on Unity. Following this week's Unity stream, I don't know. I don't mind playing PUBG whenever there's not maintenance, but I would like to try something else as well, if there's something we can get our hands on. But Borderlands, it seems like, has been yeeted into the stratosphere. So we're going to open with a little bit of Tetris today, and then I honestly think after playing Tetris 99, I might play some solo Apex. And you know, I know it's not many people's favorite game to watch, but it'll get me warmed up for PUBG, and it's a fun game to play. Most of the time. Sometimes not so much, but most of the time. Hold on. Studio mode. Main gameplay. That's my face. That's Tetris. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Same shirt, not the same shirt. It's this is a brown shirt. This is cold brew coffee. Thanks for asking. Same person? Definitely same person. I wanted to show you some things. I want to show you stats. Look at this. Tetris 99, 57 wins. How do you feel about that? 2 days ago, I tweeted we had 50. We've come a long way. We also have the ability to purchase a new theme. Dude, nobody on earth is rocking fancy theme. Sorry, I didn't realize you had no audio. What about school? Who's rocking the school theme? Nobody on earth is rocking school. Forget Mario, dude. Forget Zelda. You see those all the time. Elegant Tetris. I gotta go school. Oh, Lord.
I did think about going fancy as well, but... Donkey Kong is funny because it mind floods you. Whack, 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 doo-doo-doo. Let's do it, dude. Yo, graphing paper? Little chalkboard? We got everything. All your trash talk has to be school themed now. This looks good. I don't know if I would say that it looks good, but... Anyway, how are you doing? It's Tuesday. I'm eager to be here. It's an exciting time. I do like, you know, for all the PUBG negativity, I always feel like we have like a weird, or I have a weird role in terms of like, wow, in terms of my job. Because I understand, oh my god, this is wild. I can't even, I don't know what the pieces are. It's gonna take a little bit to get adjusted. My lord. What? What's happening? Dude, I got like Joy-Con drift. Well, I'll tell you, all I can really do, I think, is commit to the bit. So this should be fun. If we can win like this, you gotta admit it's legendary status as far as Tetris 99 victories go. So step one is actually get a feel for how the pieces actually work. It stopped! It sort of stopped. I don't know what to say. It's oh no, there we go, we're back. Anyway, what I was gonna say before this insanity began was, I feel like I have a weird job, because very few people watch my stream for gameplay, but apparently everybody is under the impression when they tune into my stream that they're here for gameplay. Which means it always leads to these situations where people are like, don't play that, play this. And I'm like, doesn't matter what we play. You should just play the most efficient banter reorganizers. You know, reorganize gameplay into banter. That's the dream. I'm gonna tell you, we got some real problems on this one. It's gonna be functionally, you know, next to impossible for us to actually get any KOs. It's just very strange. I'm hoping that if I reset my controller, it won't be so cursed. But we'll have to wait till after the game to do that, obviously. It's like just when we get some momentum, it's all screwed up. I kind of like it because it's in the same BPM as the music. It's like we're playing in cut time. We got a kill! On top of the Joy-Con drift, I'm just playing like horribly, so this is like... May I? We may? Several people are typing. We fixed it! I'm telling you, I'm committed. I want legendary win status now. I will say, if you play school theme, you should only be in games with other people that are on school theme. Because this is... it's just a terrible theme. I mean, it's... I don't know. Maybe if you're into it, I don't want to insult it. Maybe the person who composed it is in chat right now. I don't mean to be insulting. It's... maybe I just don't appreciate it, is a better way to describe it. Okay. Step 1, get myself back down. How about that? Okay. Step 2, start playing an actual game of Tetris 99. Shouldn't be too hard. I have to tell you, you know, if you've been watching the Tetris 99 series, you might know that one of my goals is, in fact, I would say my main goal in that series right now, apart from providing daily high-quality entertainment, is 3 wins in a row. Last night, 2 wins in a row. Third game, I came like, you know, like 28th, but still. 1 attacker. Okay, that's KO switch. No, it's not spoilers because they weren't recorded. I'm playing this game in my downtime. This is my go-to game right now. Also, real game of the year, ours. Who's up? And I think it's crazy to think, it was only 1 week ago. Somebody in chat, and if it was you, I apologize. I owe you a lot of credit. Please make yourself known. They said, NL, when you're on attacker strat, just send as many lines as possible. And at first, I did my usual thing, and I went, no. Whoa! It's only like my 4th one ever. And then, I actually implemented it, and my win rate has, like, skyrocketed. So we call it baby line strategy. Baby line strat is like confirmed top tier strategy. Please. Oh, that was a bit of a whiff on that one. We don't have a long piece for a bit. Just work with me. 10 players remaining. Radio silence. You got it? What a cursed theme, dude. Help. No! I wanted to switch! We're done. We're done. We tried, but I wanted to switch there and things got screwed up. That's okay. For a first game, that's not too bad. Oh, hello, B-Rex. How are you? Were it not for the misplay, I think we would have had a chance in there, but it is what it is. For a warm-up, that's not too bad. I will never change the theme, by the way. I will never change the theme. It's awful to watch. Leave. Just go. I'm not changing the theme. Not until we win. If you win, you break the curse. Exactly. In the immortal words of Corey Hart, never surrender. Canadian pop superstar. Okay, it does suck. I want to be clear. It is bad. I would not be caught dead suggesting that it's good. I mean, that's, I have to feel like this put in here as some kind of cosmic joke. Okay, so that's not where that piece was supposed to go, but we don't make mistakes here. We make happy little accidents. It's actually not that bad in the whole scheme of things. In fact, at the risk of sounding like I've lost my mind, might actually be good, because we're just trying to send as many lines as possible. I'm telling you, I'm in danger of hitting like real galaxy brain status, and as always, I mean galaxy brain as an insult rather than a compliment. My new reasoning is that there's actually no wrong place to put any piece. There are more right places, but there's no such thing as a wrong place. If you ever put something in the wrong spot, just play faster, and nothing can possibly keep you down. Tell that to Dan. Dan's problem is that he's not at that level yet. Dan is, he still plays too slow, so his mistakes are real. If he played faster, which I get, you know, is not like the most actionable piece of criticism out there, but if he played faster, his mistakes wouldn't mean as much. Just hold up and make a tower? Nah. Coward strats. That's a cowardly strategy. What you do is what we're doing right here. You invite a lot of aggression onto yourself, and then you just fight it all off. When you fight it all off, you pick up a few KOs, use those KOs as leverage to get even more KOs. Use those KOs as leverage until all of your attackers are dead. Then you start the process over from zero. That's my strat, and I'm sticking to it. Like, right there, unless you're a Tetris pro, you should be dead. Just hope all the good players are playing Invictus right now. We could probably hew a little bit more to baby line strategy. Like, okay, somebody's dead, so we'll just send a bunch of lines to confirm that. And then, excuse me, sir, where are the KOs that I have requested? Thank you. Really appreciate that. Somebody's been trying to steal my KOs, which is very, very unacceptable. I hate this well. You know what? If you hate the well, why not remake the well in your own image? Something like this. There you go. That's fine. NL, when will you play Invictus? I think at 3 wins in a row, or 100 wins total, I will consider playing Invictus. This feels like it's taken so long to get to the top 20. That's a frightening prospect. I do want to play Invictus. It's definitely, you know, part of the next phase of my Tetris evolution. That should send somebody. That's just a hunch, but it's not really milking the content. Winning is just more fun than losing. This little Gul'dan tower for you right there. Given the opportunity to win or lose, I would much rather win. Banana called you a bitch and then asked what was for dins. If that's true, and I cannot verify that that's true, he got owned by you calling him Banana. So I'm actually like, you might consider that I would be insulted by that, but actually I'm thrilled. If it didn't happen, then I apologize to Sir Banana for suggesting that it could have happened in the first place. That's falsified information. See, that's why you never trust anything in Twitch chat. People, they'll believe anything these days. Except me. Too wide strat? That was a too wide by accident, but I can't deny that was a happy one. And again, I think it's just, if I lose enough, I'm gonna commit, I think, to learning too wide. Because it's juvenile for me at this point to suggest that it's not the better strat, because it is the strat that I think the best players end up using. But for now, my muscle memory is on 1 tile wide, so I don't really want to... I don't want to deviate from that yet. Might as well. Break it down. Those might be, I was just gonna say, those might be my badges. Whatever I want to do. It's a tricky one right here. Ooh, okay, now this is a delicate moment. You placed one piece wrong, not a problem. 2 pieces wrong, start to wonder if everything's okay. But somebody's gonna bleed on that one. No. Good enough. Not good enough. The song, dude. Whoever's still in this game, they do not want to go. That was a garbage hole disaster right there. Thank you, I appreciate the badges. This is a really surprisingly long match. Has me feeling very concerned, if I'm being honest, about the future that's afforded to us. And the length of that future and the safety of that future. It's a bit of a spooky situation. I don't like to play games against good players. I much prefer when we're playing against people that are just waiting for the sweet embrace of death. This is definitely not what's happening right here. By the way, radio silence, just a quick little radio silence for you. It's a lot of attackers. Felt like that was a very interesting yet warranted time to switch. Okay. Getting a little spiced up here in the top. Break it open. Forget that. Don't worry about that. It was a necessary act. What? Like 5 pieces came down simultaneously. Okay, we deserve this. We deserve to lose on that one. I do not know what happened. Like 7 pieces came down in one tap of the button. It didn't feel like a Mad Catz. It got a little spooky there at the top. Curse theme, curse the run? Oh, absolutely not. Joy-Con drift? No, that's only the stick. No more school? I gotta win. In order to get off of this. Plus, I spent 7 days. I spent 7 days of tickets on this. 7.5. Because I'm free to play, by the way. So I gotta use this theme for like a week. Plus, the song's starting to grow on me a little bit. Okay, so let's cultivate a little aggression in the early game here. Doesn't bother me. In fact, if anything, it's very exciting to me. Song is good. Oh, here we go. Several people are typing. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait. You want to send me one? 3 attackers. One of them's in the red already, so I think we're just gonna yeet him. If you need to yeet, you gotta yeet. If you don't have to yeet, you can make a decision. But I think we were in a very yeet-friendly zone, personally. That's my 2 cents. This part of the song is okay. I'm willing to go to bat for this part right here. There should be a governmental body that takes music and judges it, and if it's not good enough, it makes it royalty-free if it wasn't already royalty-free. I got an open and shut case for him. I understand that royalty-free music on a legal level is not royalty-free because it's bad, but like on a realistic level, on an actionable, practical level, say that to me with a straight face. The only acceptable counter-argument is Lonely Troutman. Yeah, I see everybody out there, they're going, what about Lonely Troutman? See, I saw in advance. I saw your complaint coming. You know, We did have a few attackers. I don't know. That might have been a premature bail. But I'm willing to get spiced. I live my life in the spice. I'm like a plumber in Dune. More. More. I want more. I want more attackers. Whatever. One attacker with badges will also suffice. Oh, that's a tricky one. See, it's... As long as it's early. As long as it's early, you can get yourself out of that jam. And preferably if you have no attackers on you either. Because this is, look, I'm willing to call it. It's a touch spiced. Ah! Several people are typing. Okay, this is the moneymaker right here. Still a touch spotty. Please don't target me for deletion just yet. I'm not ready to go. Not ready. Not ready. Still not ready at present to leave. Okay, that's a definite randoms situation on that one. No attackers? Put me on KOs, brother. I am not afraid. I am unafraid of the present situation. I'm not afraid anymore. I get it now. Cancel this curse theme. I will not cancel the curse theme. The only way to get free from the curse is to do so in the honorable fashion. If you play your cards right, it could be this game. 2 KOs, 25% up, 50% up. I mean, I just gotta be honest. I have no idea how many ups 1 eraser equals, so I'm having to look, but 1 eraser equals a little up. That's an okay situation. You got yourself out of it. Definitely over-aggressive. But if you think I'm afraid of that, you haven't been watching for too long. Okay. Very good stuff. Very close to the top 10. Don't freak out. Just keep yourself in a good spot here. Gotta rotate it the other way. It's a classic mistake there. One of those. One of those. That's it. You won't see that move in too many other channels on Twitch. It's because it's of a questionable usefulness. It's okay. It's okay. We're just on self-preservation status right now. Then we go attackers. We have many badge lords after us. You know what 50 Cent said. Get rich or die trying. Three badge lords. 2 badge lords. Not good. Go. And go, go, no! We made a big mistake at the top. We made a big mistake at the top covering the garbage hole. I'll just call it like I see it. It's okay. It happens. We're knocking on the door of the win halfway in here. No problem. Curse theme equals cursed brain. I don't consider a third place to be a cursed brain. Excuse me. What is the beverage? The beverage is, it's iced coffee, but it's been done for quite some time. So essentially it's just coffee-flavored ice at this point. We're in that very cursed zone at the end of the iced coffee rainbow, where exclusively it's just brown ice from now till forever. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate you offering me a wide assortment of pieces here. What is this cursed theme? This is school. Hello. I want to work on our piece algorithm just a little bit here. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Seem to be getting ourselves into just a little bit of trouble with the Swiss cheese. But again, you know, like, of course, if you place the pieces right, you would rather place them right. But again, you know, you're kind of seeing it for yourself, you know? Just because you place them wrong doesn't mean you're actually, you know, you don't have to tear it down and restart. You can recomp on the fly. It is hideous, though. But do you want to win Tetris games, or do you want to make nice-looking structures? If you want to make nice-looking structures, I could recommend myriad games to you. The Sims, for example. Okay, we're gonna lose this one. Or are we? Or are we? We still could. No. I yeeted like 10 pieces in a row. My brain was just sending a single neurological action potential that was just keep tapping. Dan's panic impulse is just mash the A button over and over and over and over and over and over. My panic impulse is just keep tapping up. Just send the pieces straight down. I don't know his name. I just send the pieces till it goes click. You always cover the garbage hole? That's funny. I can think of 57 occasions in which I haven't covered the garbage hole. But I suppose, you know, your opinion is valid too. Square boy there. And 2,000 where you have? Excuse me. I don't believe so. 2,057. Oh, maybe it is 2,000. I can't. I'm in the middle of something right now. I can't run the numbers. But I know we're at like just slightly under a 5% win rate. Tell you straight up, not necessarily pleased with myself on this one. But if you want it, you're gonna have to come and freaking take it. You can take it from my cold, dead hands. Long piece, please. I do see a long piece coming. It's just that easy. No wrong places. That time, that was a tactical garbage hole covering. I don't want to make it too easy to get myself out of a jam, because then I lose that Wolverine-like refusal to perish. So for me personally, I like to keep that survival instinct still going for me. So sometimes I deliberately cover the garbage hole just to not give myself a free path out. You probably think I'm joking. High T move. Exactly. Exactly. You're gonna see a lot of those today. A lot of Twitch streamers, I don't blame them. You know, it's hard to live your life in the sauce, you know? Sometimes the sauce is a little too rich for a lot of people out there. I don't blame them. It's an act of self-preservation. For me personally, a life well lived and a life lived in the sauce, they're synonymous. They're one and the same. Like a life in art and a life of mimicry. Where are we at here? 2 KOs, several attackers. The attackers do not inspire fear in my heart. The only thing I'm afraid of is how badly I placed that piece. Okay, we got 2 longs coming. That's a huge help, because we can fill that gap while simultaneously cultivating a little bit of aggression. Or... Ah! Get over... Yeeted a piece down in the wrong spot. Not really greed, just a bad play. You know what? Too much caffeine, not enough creatine. There you go. You know, you don't know what I know yet from playing, you know, I mean, I have a huge backlog is what I'm trying to say in Tetris 99. Because once you start recording, you can't stop. It's like one of the most addictive games ever made. You don't know my philosophy in full yet, but I'll tell you, I have a bimodal distribution. It's very simple. And it's a perfect time to talk about it because we're on the school team. I exclusively want to come in 90th place or like top 10. I would love to say first, but you can't, you know, guarantee that on every occasion, so. So I personally, I do not, I don't mind losing in last. Like, losing in last and losing in second, almost the same thing. If I lose in last, executing my strategy, so be it. I think it's a healthy attitude to have about the world of Tetris. Yeah, just own it. Just own that one. Oh, no. Have you ever gotten last place? Oh, many times. It does not bother me. I believe it is the coward's error to assume that a win in, or sorry, a loss in like 25th is any better than a loss in last. There's only like 3 possible outcomes in a Tetris 99 match. You lose, you win, and then like a loss in the top 10. Those are the permutations for me right now. A loss in the top 10 is worth more elo points. But otherwise, functionally, they're one and the same. More. I want more of you. More attackers, please. More? That'll do. Then we can go pure baby line strategy, take ourselves back down to the bottom. I'm telling you, it's gonna take a bit to get there, but I'm like, I'm pupating right now. Pardon the mess. I can feel the newfound Tetris 99 strategy inside of me. I haven't exactly managed to reliably get it out there yet, but I feel it. I still feel it. I was gonna say I wouldn't mind, like, you know, a piece that actually clears some space here, but all's forgiven. All's forgiven now. How was Thanksgiving? It was very nice. Thank you for asking. Kate and I went out for dinner last night. This is pretty much the extent of our Thanksgiving, to be honest, but it was fun. It was a good time. Thanks for offering me a distraction. As you know, for whatever reason, I play better with distractions. But it's got to be a mild distraction. A real distraction is a problem. But just a little bit of like, hey, how was your day? That can offer up some mindless conversation, that's the ticket. If you start to be like, hey, what's, you know, here's two-digit numbers, multiply them together. That's where it, all of a sudden, it's no longer helpful. It's very cursed. As we only have one attacker, I'm gonna go back to KOs. Oh, and our KO is attacking us. So, please send him as soon as possible. Well, we still have a badge lord. I don't know. We're kind of flip-flopping a little bit here. You can do this. It's not the best strat, I think, but sometimes the best strat is just the one you're able to get away with. Okay, still covering the garbage hole. Trust me. There's been recognizance there. Garbage hole uncovered. This one's a tough one to get out of, honestly. It's kind of like, you know, you see this one coming. Brace for impact, boys. Thought I was what, dead? Almost. That's not gonna help. That is. Okay. So we were already kind of in radio silence, but we're just gonna continue that proud tradition. See you on the other side, boys. Please, like... People usually don't want it this much. The top 10 song. It's so cursed. 5th. I gotta start sending some real garbage, dude. Like, I have not made real garbage in so long. There we go. Actual garbage being sent. Several people are typing. No! Okay, we're back. My T-spin. Do not fear, it was my T-spin. This is just what life is like now, apparently. This is where I'm gonna make my home here. I've forgotten what sunlight feels like. I've forgotten what it's like to not be under the gun at all possible times. I've forgotten what it's like to play Tetris at a reasonable speed. I've forgotten what it's like to talk while recording videos. All I know is the lines. All I know is the pieces, and they just keep coming. Alright, I'm faking that one, but... no joke! I'm sorry, Lori. That was a... that was a hard one. Good God. 3 KO victory is impossible. That's nearly, like... I mean, we were on 25% damage the whole way. Oh... It's like the, yeah, I'll change the theme. It's like, I don't even, I'm still coming down from that win, to be honest. Oh, the court jester. I don't know, I really like I really like this icon. This icon is the Rorschach icon, but, whew, yeah, still coming down from that one. That was a tough one. I know for a fact, in the top 10, I was playing some of the best Tetris I've ever played in my entire life. Like, I was thinking 3 moves ahead. Which is not even common at slow speed for me. But in PUBG, if you win with 1 KO, it's like you're a coward. You got lucky. In Tetris, if you win with 3 KOs, that's the hardest win you could ever ask for. I can't believe you won after the horizontal long piece. That's like the 6th person I've heard say horizontal long piece, and I gotta... Oh no. He's done it! I have to be honest, I do not even remember a horizontal long piece. So that's how in the zone I was. Oh, that's okay. That's how in the zone I was. That piece... I forgave myself as quickly as I could. More? More, please? More. I just want a few more. 2 is not enough. 3? More, please? You gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. Is that greed? I think you could make a case that that's greed. It's amazing how wrong things can go just due to one errant tap of the button. Oh well, let's do it regardless, shall we? Oh, that's what I'm. Yeah, thank you. See, when I was asking for more, this is what I was talking about. I like to see the fireworks. But what did I tell you? I'm not saying the win rate is going to skyrocket right away, but I hope you feel it in the air too. There's a sea change in Tetris right now. I'm playing a different game, and I think, like, you know, it's like coming up with an incredible Tetris strategy or something, or sorry, an incredible tennis strategy or something like that. You know, maybe instead of using a backhand, you just change the racket from hand to hand. It might take a season or two before you start to make waves, but once you start making those waves, it's all over. It's like when you play the Vancouver Canucks, you know, 6 times in the 2018-2019 season. You get used to, you know, 170-pound 19-year-old kid Elias Pettersson coming down. All of a sudden, now it's 1 year later. He's finally gone through puberty. And you got this Swedish tank barreling down on you. Little J-spin action for you there to make up for an earlier mistake. How do you cope with that? Well, you know, it might take a little bit for him to get his legs back underneath him. But once he gets his legs back underneath him, you might as well just go home. I'm a little stunned that we're only on 1 KO so far. Would you like to perhaps provide me with more KOs? Thank you, I really appreciate that. You know, I was under the impression personally that we deserved, I'm not saying 20 KOs yet, you know, we haven't even had that many attackers, but if you're offering, we'll see. We would do well to stem the tide of hubris for a bit. You know, we have 1 win. Let's not get, you know, too oversold. Like a domestic flight. Okay. Unless. No, we're not doing unless meta yet. Hey, I'm gonna you wanna come over and cover the garbage hole? I can't. Oh, my parents aren't home. Skirt! Whatever, put me back on KOs. Ooh, that's gonna be a spicy one. Or is it? Nah, maybe it's gonna be totally fine. Never mind. That's a badge one, too. We got some badges on that one. What I want... I used to think my life was, Monka S. Now I realize it's a Poggers. What I want is to become the Badge Lord, and thus have everybody targeting us. And as a result of that, we get a staggering amount of attackers for free. So there's not going to be a popular move here. This is a tricky one to get out of. But get out of it, we have. All is forgiven. The Badge Lord! I couldn't see because my mic stand is in the way. This badge lord is out of control. And he's targeting me. It's very flattering. No, no, no. Did you see one? I don't know if I've ever spun a piece out of a hole faster than that. But I saw my own death appear before me. That'll work. That will not work. Created a bit of a curse. Do we have a blue? We do have a bluebee. Hit the bluebee! Okay, that's an absolute disaster. Not yet. That we're done. That one piece, it got locked into a position it could not rotate out of, and that's the that made all the difference in that one. Why isn't Lion Fields used more in here? I mean, all you have to do is recognize it's not used that much, and then people will start using it. I mean, people are like, it's not that good. Okay. Yesterday, all y'all were using Lion Kratos. So, forgive me, it sounds like you don't know what you're talking about. Because if we're talking about emotes that serve no purpose, Lion Kratos is on top of the list. It's from a time when I actually wanted to be a serious Twitch streamer instead of a good one. That time has since passed us by. More. It's not enough. I need a couple more. Just a couple more. One? Absolutely not. I think we might have actually just hit peak garbage status, so we couldn't actually take any more. See, Dan, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're not, you know, like, indisposed. Not just because I want you to watch, you know, for my own, like, metrics, but at the same time, on top of that, I think, you know, this is the perfect distillation of the strategy that I've been suggesting you run. Whether or not this is the best strategy for you to run. Probably try not to do that as well. You know, that's a whole different can of worms, but like I said, so this is your ideal strategy right here. Sometimes you gotta give it a little bit of extra elbow grease to work. Ah! Okay, so let me place one more. Then I wouldn't close your eyes for that one. That one's not right, okay? I will not play Pirate Boobalee. Pirate Boobalee is more mind flooding than school. I'm gonna tell you something though. If we lose this one, we're going back to school. All right, Dan. If you want to know the strat, it's very simple. Now I'm gonna preface it as well by saying you do have to play quickly. Or let me rephrase: the faster you play, the better off you'll be. But ignore these instructions at your own risk. You want to build so high that all the klaxons start firing. You want to... Oh, you don't want to do that. You want to build so high that they spend... You know, the occasional hole is unlikely to be a problem. Then, once you get this many, like a bunch of attackers in the juice, you switch to attackers, and you send them whatever you got. So you just like immediately transition to 100%. If anything will go as a line, send it. You can be a little bit more free-flowing with it, you know? You don't have to be so strict, but you see I covered the garbage hole there. That was by design, perhaps unnecessary, but by design nonetheless. It's to illustrate. Not every line you send has to be even good. Just sending them, you know, a relentless onslaught of garbage is going to be enough to get you, you know, halfway there in a lot of circumstances. So we may or may not get KOs off of this, but there will be sustained KO action at some point due to the onslaught of aggression. Now, sometimes those KOs are going to be mean. Now, you find yourself in a situation like this, you're back down to the bottom, you got yourself there, what do? I mean, you got a couple options, but, you know, oftentimes they'll choose to just kind of build back up here, not really sweating the structure of the tower all that much. Sometimes people are going to send you some heat, don't panic. Heat is beneficial for you. You get a couple people on you. Okay, this is a bit of a bizarre situation. You might want to go KOs temporarily just to bleed it off, but... It's basically like you're playing Escape from Tarkov with VoIP on. And you're hopping into the mic going like, please don't kill me. Please. And then when they're like, okay, I'm not going to kill you. You go, there's your first mistake, coward, and you blap them. Three attackers, that'll work. And the dream scenario out of this whole thing is that you kill somebody who happens to be a badge lord themselves. And if you kill somebody that happens to be a badge lord themselves, you steal their power, thereby granting you the power that they once held. So you take that power you get from them, and you use that power to get even more kills yourself. Now that, a lot of people will tell you that's a spiced option there, you shouldn't have done it. I disagree, but not everybody's got the heat to spend their whole life in the sauce. We already touched upon that earlier. That'll be covered in a different lesson. I appreciate the explanation of what stealing is. Hey, you never know. You know, there's no such thing as common sense. I mean, just, have you watched the news recently? Now, you know, at some point, we're going to get some people around us that are not going to be super stoked about the way we've been succeeding. You know, it's like DJ Khaled said, they don't want you to win. They don't want you to get badges. Because it reflects poorly on them. Every time you get a badge, they feel bad because they've fallen behind you by one badge, by virtue of their slowness. What do you do with those people? Give them a one-way ticket to Yeet University. No. Like this. Like this. Oh, but that's so bad. No, like this. Like this. And then let them fly. Okay, well that time, I mean, we just played very many pieces in the wrong positions. That's pretty much what it comes down to. We're going back to school, boys. Well, yeah, welcome to Yeet University. Have you seen this one, Dan? I haven't been here in a minute. Love the new aesthetic. Check this out. Click, click, boom! Oh, a little off center. Okay. Bring me back. How about this? Click, click, cover your eyes. Get ready. Click, click. Here come the boys from the south. I don't know, though. I still got a long way to go until I appear out of a Mario pipe while the Super Mario Brothers Super Show song plays in the background. Dan, you're gonna love this song. Yeah. He is very mean, cause she's very mean. Meow. That's not the bit. At least we beat Lieutenant Banana. Honestly, I thought we had a long piece in reserve. And when I pulled it out and a pink piece came out, I just went, You can clip it if you want. It's not that exciting of a clip. I come in 90th all the time. The whole point of my strategy is to either, I want to die early or I want to leave, when we hit 50, I want to have like at least 5 KOs. God, it just is an unbelievable slapper. Why send me garbage this early? Like, that's just, you just gotta ask yourself what kind of person you're dealing with when you get sent garbage this early. Forcing me to deviate from my very comfortable strategy, I do not support it. Now I gotta return the favor by sending you garbage. You probably didn't want garbage. I'm looking over on the right side. I see you got Swiss cheese already. How'd you get Swiss cheese? The game just started. You shouldn't be in Swiss cheese level. It just began. See that one of our people has an eraser already. Bizarre, brother. Meow. They're win trading? Doubt it. What is that awful sound, though, that goes... I don't remember that sound when I was in school, but, did graduate from high school almost 15 years ago, so, it's been a while. Oh, it's bringing new hotness. You know what? Get yourself out of a jam. That was bad. That was just really bad. I like the facial hair. You should keep it. I don't like the facial hair. It gets itchy. I like to be a I don't like to be clean shaven. I like 1 day of stubble. I don't like having a beard. Don't take it the wrong way. I know, like, some people with beards, they go, if somebody's like, I don't really like beards, they take great personal offense to it. The Beard Lovers Club of the United States of America and beyond, very active online. They do a lot of lobbying. I want to make it very clear, I am not anti-beard. I just prefer not to have a beard. If you want to have a beard, that's fine. Really? Just one? Alright, when you get one, it's tough, but you put yourself in a little bit of a holding pattern sometimes. So you just do something like this. Wait till you get some more attackers. I mean, we're tight to the top. 2? Come on. There we go. I heard some snaps. Still not that many, actually, but... Meow. I knew it was coming. I saw that one coming a mile away. Oh, I don't know about this. Sometimes you gotta keep yourself guessing. Trust nobody, not even yourself. What was I saying? Anyway, thank you for the compliment. I should have started by saying thank you for the compliment. Instead, I spun a bit about the beard lobby. I appreciate it. I also, you know, I like the facial hair look as well. If it came without the itchiness, I would be more into it. But I also have no interest in growing a full beard myself. Mostly just because it's too easy. Like, if it was a challenge, I might consider it, but because of my very testosterone-rich hormonal makeup, it's just like, come on. Act like you've been there before. Give me the kill. Somebody else got that kill? I guess I didn't send any garbage, so it's kind of hard to get a kill if you don't send any garbage. How are you supposed to eat your meat if you haven't had your pudding? 1? We can do better than this. We can get 2. Come on, we can get 2. Can I hear 2? We got 1 attacker, 1 attacker. Can I get 2 attackers? 2 attackers. Second attacker going once. Second attacker going twice. 1 attacker to the man on the east side of the screen. Okay, Little John on the east side, boys. Here we go. And I'll never do that again. No, I will do that again. I guarantee you, we will do this again. Probably immediately, when I get the opportunity. I did see the video of the guy getting 51 KOs in Tetris 99. It blew me away, I mean, for many reasons. But the big reason was, I had no idea what he was doing. Which sounds insane, because it's Tetris, you know? But at the same time, when I was watching him, I was like, this guy's strategy is on a new level. He was I mean, the T-spins were off the chain. That probably goes without saying. But, like, some of the moves he was doing looked bad, but worked beautifully. They were not just, like, putting the piece in the right spot. He was on a new level, to an extreme degree. I was very impressed and simultaneously afraid. I hope that individual stays in Invictus. In my mind, that's who Invictus is built for. Is that sort of individual. This is actually a very spiced situation. I feel, and I know this is not correct. F in chat, please. I feel like we got 12 square pieces in a row. I know we didn't, but we might not even have time to play Apex, by the way. I just want to keep going till I get one more win, or at least one more good one. Oh, Dan says he might be in for Apex. Okay. Well, you know what? In that case, last one. Ho ho ho. Alright, this one's for you, Dan. It's an easy win. But it's 3? Well, I mean, it's 3:30. Here's the thing, you know, it's kind of like... You know, what's the minimum amount of calories you would consider making a dinner of? Like, let's say a dinner takes like half an hour to cook, on average. if you were like, oh, it's 4 calories, you would be like, you know what? I think I'd rather just starve, honestly, than eat a 4-calorie dinner. That's kind of how I feel about games on stream. If we have less than like 45 minutes, I don't really want to touch it. So we pretty much got to move on more or less immediately. I mean, obviously 4 calories is a little absurd. But that's the point. I was trying to make it absurd so that it supports my point more than any other conceivable point. It's called rhetoric, sweetheart. Look it up. I will. Hello, Mouth. Everybody, please say hello, Mouth. Also, Mouth, thank you. I mean, I know you didn't have to do it in the first place, and you know, you may have wanted to in the first place, but thank you for staying live longer to keep people company in spite of my lateness. We're getting perfect timing on this. We're not having to wait for attackers at all. They're just giving it to us. Oh, we could have done that way better. There you go. Not as bad anymore. So much better. Okay, I think this is KOs. We're not getting the richness of attackers that I desire. So hit me with some KOs instead, in the hopes that we're sniping somebody that's close to the ether. Thank you, very much appreciated. 0% up, but you love to hear the sound of a badge popping off no matter what. I honestly feel like I know this hasn't been. I mean, it hasn't been the greatest Tetris 99 session we've had, but it's also been like pretty good, just in the sense that like. We've had some terrible losses. We've had some truly stellar. Well, we've had a truly stellar win. That win that we got is one of my favorite runs I've ever recorded, for sure. That was the longest top 10, perhaps, I've ever been a part of. So, as is often the case, you know. I'm very happy with the way Tetris has gone down. Watch out. He got a gun. I think you're supposed to say, ha ha ha, he got a gun. Like a ha ha ha, he a cat. I have a goal, you know? My goal, I haven't publicized it yet, because, I don't know how realistic it'll be. We'll have to see how much time I have to play in my downtime. But I would love to get 100 wins before I turn 31. That would be a huge milestone for me. To go from hoping for 1 win in my life to 100 wins in the course of a year, that's a major milestone. Gotta keep it in perspective, you know, there's people out there that probably good enough at Tetris 99 that they hit 100 wins before they hit 100 losses. But, in the words of, Creedence Clearwater Revival, it ain't me. We didn't start from that position, we shouldn't expect that from ourselves. Okay, you getting a little spiced? I can't blame you for spice. Can't blame you for spice. But we gotta absolutely bail out. Oh, don't know about that one. I'll explain the methodology behind that one when you're older. Long. still hate it. We're getting there, though. He's got so many badges, brother. He's got so many badges. Orange, please? No, long is better. There you go. Okay, I don't think we want to attack that guy just yet. We kind of don't have a choice in the matter. At some point, he's got to go. But we don't necessarily have to get him right now. Maybe we can come back when we have more badges. Oh no. And the itchy nose has returned. Sorry. This is, in case it's not abundantly clear. Little radio silence has been mandated. We're okay. Still okay, sort of. Please, sir. Merely a single long piece. Honestly, I feel like we went so long without getting a long piece on that one. That was disastrous. That was a freaking mess. Oh, it's seen in the middle of that. Oh, Harambe. In the middle of that, I got a notification on my phone, and I was like, "Oh, wonder what it is." And it was somebody else going live. By the way, we are playing one more because Dan told me Apex is not actually installed. I will, just, you know. I mean, I sort of get it and I sort of don't, you know? I'll tell you, here's the thing. Dan, if you're listening, if it was installed but not properly updated, I understand. If it was uninstalled, I sort of don't understand. Because first off, we live in a society, but secondly, you know, it's like, we're not quite at unlimited space, but we're pretty close. And it's, to be fair, it's not fair to you, because it's mostly I get annoyed with it because it happens on the NLSS all the time. So it's not fair to just be, you know, throwing this all at Daniel's feet. But I'm like, oh, that's not the piece I thought it was. I'm like, do you pick a day, like once a week, and you're like, okay, time to uninstall anything I haven't played in 10 days? Because it seems like people are way more precious with their hard drive space than I am. Maybe it's because I don't install things on my SSD very often, which has its own faults, of course. Oh, that's true. Malv did have to do 2 clean installations, so I always get mad at him and then remember that I should not be mad at him. And instead I get mad at Bill Gates. You had a whole stream of uninstalling stuff? That's not true. I had a whole segment of uninstalling stuff. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. It took us an hour. I don't think I have ever had a non-installation of something that I uninstalled then. saying? More attackers, please. By the way, I saw somebody in chat say they set a new PR on the bench press today. They went from 225 times 1 to 225 times 4. First off, quit bragging. Secondly, congratulations. That's a nutty number. More attackers. Let's go! You fell right into my hand. Or did you? Maybe I fell right into your hand? Maybe we're falling into each other's hands? Hand in hand? Figuring out what love is? While simultaneously stacking lines. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there as a possibility. Ah! Get me out of here, dude! Can we get out? Yes. I want those badges. Who are you? Who are you? Alright, I got one more in me. That was a Giga Wyatt. Every time I thought he was like off balance, I went for the punch and he went. Got me. I was at 205 for 8 2 years ago. I don't bench anymore though. I mean that's a really good bench press, dude. I set my PR squat the other day, 405 for 1. You know, I'll go out on a limb. I think we got one of the strongest Twitch chats. If we had to fight a battle royale, if you will, with other chats on Twitch, I don't know if we'd win. You know, there are fitness streamers, but I would put us in a good position to at least be, like, competitive. Like, Mouth stream, no offense, Mouth. That's a first round knockout. Don't even get me started on some of the other people on this platform. Probably wouldn't even show up. They'd rather delete their account than engage in that tomfoolery. But honestly, I'd put us up there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm telling you, 2019... Sorry, 2020. My mistake. Is the year of NLSS Strongman. I'm still working on Mouth, but I think I can get him to... come around. We're gonna start... This time next year, the only topic of conversation is gonna be like the right thumb position to pick up a stone that weighs 75 kilograms. What are you doing? What are you doing? What were we doing there? I never know what I'm doing. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm only saying this because somebody brought it up. No offense to my good friend Mathis. On YouTube, I don't know whose audience would win. On Twitch, a champion from my audience could beat any champion from Mathis's audience. 100%. There's not a doubt in my mind. What are you doing? And we still have 0 KOs. Okay, this is madness. We gotta start picking up some KOs. Also, stop playing like a dummy. I should be shooting the new charge rifle right now. I'm not trying to get freaking F-spins in Tetris 99. Better to be lucky than good, I suppose. I'll take it. Sometimes you gotta compromise. This is an example of the compromise meta. Which mod would be your NLSS champion? I only have like like 2 mods. it's a tough question, you know? I don't think that's fair. The mods didn't sign up for that. I would never put that kind of influence or expectation onto them. Well, dude, honestly, I'm appreciating keep it simple, stupid strats. Maybe got lost in the sauce a little bit earlier. Now that we're just like, hey, play your pieces. Seems like it's going a little bit better, honestly. Look at that. Where are we at here? 5 KOs? Almost got 6. I think somebody else sniped that one from us. Kind of need a long piece for that one. This is where you fight back. We got many attackers. No! We had such a good line, too. Whatever, we got out of it. That was very scary, though. I don't know if we deserve to get out of that one. Very smart question you might have right now is why on earth would you do that instead of clearing the garbage hole? Hey man. I too am guilty in many circumstances of overrating the long piece. Let me out, please. It's gotta go there. Wow, that happened fast. That was rough. Daniel, is the game installed now? It's tough because he's like in Tetris right now. I mean, I pretty much have to move on. Because otherwise, you know, there's no point in booting up Apex and playing it for 10 seconds. So, it was good games. Good games. We got 1 win. A little bit light, but... Can I... You might be... to be honest with you, I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this without being insulting. Because that's not fair. And one of my New Year's resolutions was to have more patience. Okay? But I'm going to give you word for word the dialogue that I have with Dan's chat right here, okay? Or, sorry, with Dan in Discord. I'm good whenever if you need Apex teammates. That sounds good. I'll make this my last Tetris. Okay, let me check if it's installed. Not installed. Go ahead without me. I'm going to fire up some Tetris. Okay. 20 minutes later, I said, Daniel, has your installation finished? He replied, I stopped it because I was playing Tetris. No problem. He's not supposed to. He's not supposed to be on the Apex segment, and I didn't even ask him to be on the Apex segment. He said I would like to be on the Apex segment, and then the rest, it fell apart. Okay, but then to be fair, I'm also like, Origin will not load right now, so you're getting off easy. Origin encountered an issue loading this page. Okay, please reload it. I would like to get out of offline mode on Origin, please. Go online. Are you mad? Chat says you're mad. I'm not mad, but I am throwing you under the bus. What are you saying, B? What does B mean? Does it mean what I think it means? I'm downloading at 50 cap, no cap. I'm gonna give him a taste of his own medicine. I hit him with Smiling Imp. And then we'll see how he feels about it. Now, if you would like to play, we could definitely play. I can get 30 in at 7 p.m. Okay, I see. So 30 minutes before Unity, he can play. I understand. I'm in the Discord if you would like to join, by the way, Mouth. But it's up to you. No pressure. Anyway, I'm still like, I'm stunned. A 225 by 8 bench is like, that's absurd. I mean, it's not like a world record, but it's like, I mean, you're more than an enthusiast, let's put it that way. I do 8 pounds 225 times. I ran a 5-minute mile last month. Okay, now that is insane. They're both insane. That's also insane. How's 275 for 2? Is like unbelievably impressive. It's like close to 100 pounds more than the highest I've ever bench pressed. But I did get 3 reps, so I don't know. The jury's out. Maybe I could get there. By the way, the camera was very cursed temporarily. Hello? There we go. Oh, Mouth, hello.
Sorry. The car was honking. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, dude, no sorry required.
They said honk, top right chat.
Good one.
You're welcome.
Are you streaming? I send you a squad stream invite?
Not yet.
You're not gonna stream till Unity?
Well, I wanted to make sure I had everything ready for you, so I wasn't holding you up. So I'll probably start after a round if you're ready to go.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.